FoodCorps. Today, we're going to be talking about food traditions. Every day, we eat food to nourish our bodies, fill up our bellies, and make our bodies and our minds super strong. Sometimes we eat food by ourselves, but oftentimes we eat food together. Sharing a meal together can be a great way to connect with the people that you love. Sometimes, when we celebrate, we also like to share meals together. Does anyone know what celebrate means? Great job! Celebrating is when we gather together and honor some special moments in our lives. Sometimes when people celebrate, they like to share a meal together. Some examples of celebrations are birthdays, weddings, and graduations. Oftentimes, celebrations can become traditions. A tradition is something that a group of people does over and over again. Let me share some of my food traditions with everyone. For birthdays, we like to celebrate with cake. Here's a picture of a cake that my mom made me for my birthday. It's a vanilla cake with vanilla icing and berries on top. It was so delicious. My family also celebrates Christmas. We always eat pierogies for Christmas. Pierogies are a Polish dumpling that are filled with potatoes, cheese, and sometimes sauerkraut. They're so delicious, and I've been eating them ever since I was born. On Super Bowl Sunday, my family has a tradition to eat a big pot of chili together. My mom cooks the chili all day, and then we sit down and we top it with cheese and sour cream, and we all eat it and watch the big game. Does your teacher have any food traditions to share? Now, we're going to draw our food traditions to share with the class. Okay, now let's get ready for our activity. First, you're going to need some supplies. You're going to need a plain sheet of paper and something to color with. I'm using markers, but you can use crayons or colored pencils or anything like that. Once you have all of your materials gathered, we're going to set up our paper. So with one color, we're going to draw a plate. So I'm just going to draw a really big circle. There's my plate. Awesome. Within my plate, I'm going to draw my food tradition. Everyone has a different food tradition. Maybe yours is with family. Maybe it's with friends. Maybe it's on a birthday or a holiday or just a random Sunday. While I draw my food tradition, you can draw yours. We'll give about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll share with our friends. Let's go.
job, everyone. If you need more time, your teacher can pause the video. Now I'm going to share my food tradition. As I mentioned previously, on Christmas, my family eats pierogies. So I drew my pierogies. Here they are. They look like little dumplings, and they're crimped on the edges and filled with potatoes. And on the top, there's some fried onions. Normally, with our pierogies, we eat a salad. So here's my salad, and we usually put cherry tomatoes and black olives on it. And I also like to dip my pierogies in ketchup. It makes them extra delicious. So I drew my meal, and then I also drew who I spend my holiday with. So I have my family here. This is my mom and my dad. This is the Christmas tree with some presents underneath. Sometimes it snows, so I have a snowflake. And we always make a nice fire so we can sit by the fire after we eat our pierogies and tell stories.
Awesome job. I know everyone worked super hard on their food traditions. I can't wait to see. So before we start sharing our food traditions, I want to talk about some rules. So everyone, as we know, has different families, different traditions, and different things that they like to eat. Now when we're listening to what everyone eats for their food traditions, we have to be mindful that what one person likes might not be what someone else likes. But let's all be super respectful and say, or yum, when we hear what everyone else eats, even if it's not what you prefer. I'm glad we got to share some of our food traditions with our friends. It's always fun to talk about what we like to do with our families and friends and share it with others. I always love hearing about different traditions because I know that mine differ from all of my friends and even sometimes some of my family. Now that we've heard about everyone else's food traditions, I'm curious, what is one thing that you learned about someone else in your class? Were there names of food that you heard that you've never heard before? Thank you for sharing your food traditions with us today. I hope you all enjoyed this activity. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Until next time.